Yo, we back, man. We back for another episode of It's Not That Serious, the podcast. I am your host, D.MOSS, man. We are on episode 33. Last week I made a mistake, so we on episode 33 this week. Yo, so we back for episode 33, man. I'm feeling good. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. I got a great show lined up for y'all. Consistency is key, y'all. Consistency is key, man. I'm staying consistent. I had a great weekend. It is Tuesday. I normally film on Mondays, but I had a crazy hectic day yesterday. So I said I'm gonna come in and film today. But yeah, man, thank you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna go ahead and hop right into it because I've been here for a minute, man. I had like a 2 hour wait with the bank on the phone, man. I had fraud on my account, y'all. It's looking bad for your boy. It's looking bad, but I'm gonna bounce back. It is what it is. At the end of the day, your boy is definitely gonna bounce back, and we're gonna get right to it. All right, man. So first, I want to start off. Oh, another thing I forget to say, we're on all streaming platforms. We on all streaming platforms. We are on Pandora, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen and receive music, we are on there. Check us out. We drop every Monday, 8 a.m. Visuals drop on YouTube. It's Not That Serious, the pod, 8 a.m. All week, every week, man. We dropping every week. We dropping bombs. But let me tell y'all about my weekend. So this weekend, I had a crazy, crazy weekend. I went to a spot called Level 8. It's like different rooms inside a building. Me and my cousin Monique went. If you guys are not, man, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, D.MOSS LA. I'll be vlogging. But yeah, we went to this spot called Level 8, which was dope. It was like a bunch of different experiences, restaurants, a club, and it was crazy. It was dope. I've never been there. I've heard of it, but never been there. So we went there. It's on top of the Moxie. From there, we went to the Continental Club, which was a great vibe too. We went to the Continental Club. That was cool. Went to Marathon Hookah. That was a vibe. Kind of ratchet, ghetto, but it was cool. I would not advise anyone to go there if you don't have a table. If you don't have a table, you'll just be standing up, crowded, elbow to elbow. But if you have a table somewhere you can sit and enjoy yourself, enjoy the music, if you love the hookah smoke, you'll have a great time. You'll definitely have a great time. So that was Friday. Saturday, me and my uncle went and watched the NCAA championship Final Four. That was dope. But Sunday, man, I went to Harriet's rooftop, man. Shout out to Harriet's rooftop. I went to Harriet's, man. It was a vibe. They was giving us issues to get in. I had to call my cousin Monique. I'm calling her. She upstairs with her new little boo thing she done met. She not answering the phone. I'm calling. She not answering. She finally comes down. Cause the guy, shout out to security at Harris, man. They be on point. But they was not letting nobody in. Like the dude at Harris, normally when I go, he's super chill and super cool. But just this week, he was not letting nobody in. So he was standing guard at the door, super tough. But eventually he let us in. And it was a vibe, man. It was crazy, beautiful women. Everyone chill. The music was good. The drinks was flowing. And I ended up meeting a couple of the guy that my cousin is currently like in love with. I'm gonna say not in love, but I ended up meeting some of his friends. Some of his friends was cool. They all African guys. They were super chill, super cool. We ended up chopping it up, vibing, whatever the case may be. Leaving. We all leaving. I get my car out of valet. We're leaving. I'm pulling out. And then I see one of the guys that I was chopping it up with upstairs. I'm like, yo, what's the vibe? Where everybody going? Like, what's good? He was like, yo, we come back to my penthouse. He was like, come back to my penthouse in West Hollywood. I'm like, come back to your penthouse? Like, what? Like, he was like, yeah, come back to my penthouse in West Hollywood. I'm like, yo, I don't know. I just felt like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like how he invited me. Like, I felt like he was trying to treat me like a baddie. And as he's walking, it's like four chicks like in a line walking behind him. And they were like in a straight line. I was like, yo, like, what's going on? I wasn't feeling. I didn't go back to his penthouse. I end up just going straight home, man. I was like whooped from a long weekend of just hanging out. This past weekend, I really enjoyed myself. I had a great time, and yeah, man. Shout out to LA, man. It was a beautiful weekend. The sun was out. The sun was shining. It was perfect. It was very perfect. But I'm glad I didn't go to that man penthouse because they could have had a little freak off session. It could have been one of them situations where it was a freak off, and I'm not down with the freak offs. No way, by no way, by no means am I down for that. But overall, they were all cool dudes, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them, man. They was cool dudes, gentlemen, guys about their business, and yeah, man, I really enjoyed myself on Friday, hanging out with those gentlemen. Man, it was a dope vibe. But let's hop into it, man. So R&B music, man, R&B music. Me and my boy BIZZIE was having a discussion the other day, and I was just telling him how much the male R&B artist is killing it. Bryson Tiller just dropped his new project. Sir dropped shout out to Sir, man. Sir dropped his project. Um, I've never really been a huge Sir fan. My girl listens to him, but he has won me over, man. His music is fun. His music is good. He's won me over. He's definitely won me over with this latest project. It's dope. Vibing to it. Chris Brown, Chris Brown, Chris Brown, Chris Brown dropped some. Chris Brown dropped some dope music too. His project 1111. And I just want to shine some light on the male R&B singers right now that's putting out some quality music. I'm pretty sure it's some. I saw Daniel Caesar, Eric Bellinger dropped a project too recently, and there's another. It was somebody else that recently dropped a project, R&B. You know who else I like? It's an artist by the name of There's an artist, Brent Fayez, Tone Stith. I don't think he gets enough recognition. Tone Stith. It's an artist named Tone Stith out of New Jersey. I think he's from Jersey. I think he's managed by Jay Prince. I think he's managed by Jay Prince. Either managed by Jay Prince or signed to Jay Prince. But Tone Stith, man, he has some records, man. Like fellas, listen to Tone Stith. You can relate. We all can relate to Tone Stith as a man. But yeah, man, shout out to all the male R&B singers out right now, man. It's just some good quality music. Shout out to Chris Brown, man, who's leading the pack. It's on 11 project, man. One of my favorite projects out right now, man. Chris Brown is very talented, as we all know. Continues to put out quality music. Continues to be a great performer. I just hate that he doesn't get the love and recognition as he deserves. Like Chris Brown should be up there, you know what I mean? Up there, which he is. I'm not gonna take. He is, but I just, it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate. But shout out to Chris, man. They still hating on him from a mistake he made when he was a teenager, and he's done nothing but stay out of trouble and continue to just mind his business and put out great music. Shout out to Sir. If you guys have not heard Sir's new album, man, it's a great album. I love it. I'm listening to it. I haven't listened to it as much, really dived into it, but from what I have heard and from when I have listened to, I like. But Bryson Tiller, man, Bryson Tiller is back. If you are a Bryson Tiller fan and you have always been a Bryson Tiller fan, and maybe you might be skeptical on giving him another shot, don't be. This project is very solid. It's a very good project. One of my favorite records on there, which is Vibe of the Week this week, called Calypso. I've been listening to that record over and over and over. But shout out to Bryson Tiller, man. Shout out to all the male R&B singers out putting out quality music, man. Putting out great quality music. Putting out music that really like. I think Bryson Tiller is going to have the song of the summer with that Whatever She Wants. I really feel like that record is going to pick up as the summer begins to come around the corner and it gets hotter. What's some dresses the girls be wearing, the sunscreen, the sun dresses. The bucket hat's gonna come out for the fellas. You know what I mean? The shorts, the little thigh shorts. I'm not doing that this year. I ain't doing the thigh joints. Even though I've been working on my legs, I'm not doing the thigh joints. But I guarantee you here, Bryson Tiller, whatever she wants, is gonna tear the summer up. It's gonna tear the summer up. You heard it here first. Watch. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna start talking my shit. Bryson Tiller will have the record of the summer. That record is gonna take off. It's going to take off. Watch. Them day parties going up all over the country. That record's gonna take off. And yeah, man. But yeah, so shout out to all the male R&B singers out there right now that's killing it. That's killing it. So the reason why the reason I even brought up male R&B singers right now killing it is because me and my boy BIZZIE was having a discussion the other day. I forgot what he called me about, but we was talking. And I was like, "Yo, Bryson Tiller album is fire." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, I haven't checked it out." I was like, "Yo, bro, check it out." He was like, he was skeptical on the album cover. He was like, "Man, yeah, the album cover was kind of like, it was kind of pushing me the wrong way. Like, I didn't want to really check it out." And me and him began to have a conversation. I was like, "Yo, it's funny that you say that because an album cover can kind of deter you from listening to a person's project. It's crazy how visual people are. Like, you'll see an album cover, you're like, what? Well, I ain't listening to that." And I was just telling him, like, it's crazy because weak album covers sometimes equals great music. And dope album covers sometimes equals whack music. So, for example, Meek Mill's Championships album cover, to this day, I don't get what's going on with that album cover. But that's by far one of Meek's best albums. Shout out to Meek too, man. Him and Wale going at it, which I don't understand that. But to this day, this championship album cover, I don't get it. Is the nigga poking his head out of confetti? Like, I don't know. But shout out to Meek with that project, one of my favorite projects from him. Um, Dope project. But yeah, weak album covers. Like, what is another project that was like the album cover you was like, that you guys were skeptical on? Mine's is the championship one with Meek. But what is the album cover that you guys were skeptical on and you was like, this shit, I ain't listening to this shit. And come to find out the project was fire. Like, we was having that debate. Like, yo, it's a lot of projects out here that's has weak album covers, but the projects be fire. But what is a project like where the album cover was fire and you like, yo, this shit kind of trash. Like, you know, that this album is trash. So, what is a project like that? I'm gonna see who I got for me. Where I'm like, yo, I don't know. I don't have one. But that was just that was a point that we were saying, the conversation we were having about album covers and weak album covers. Weak. What the fuck? Oh, that shit scared the shit out of me. I done pressed the music. I'm like, what is that? I done pressed the scared myself. But yeah, that was the that topic was kind of just brought up about, we were talking about the Bryson Tiller project, and he said he wasn't listening to, I think he said he was listening to K. Roosevelt right now, or he been listening to a lot of older projects. But y'all hop in the comments, y'all let me know, what is a project that you guys fell in love with, but was deterred due to the album cover? Are you guys visual people? Like, I'm a visual person. Like, there has been songs that were out that I didn't like, but once I saw the video, I fell in love with the song. So I know that's kind of crazy. Has that happened to you guys? Y'all hop in the comments. Y'all let me know. But I will listen to a project. I will listen to a project. No, I will listen to a song and not love the song. And then when I see a video, I'm like, oh, this video hard, and it will make me fall in love with the record. But y'all hop in the comments. Y'all let me know. Has it ever been a situation like that for you guys? Or has it ever been a song where you guys loved and when you saw the video, you hated the song? I'm pretty sure we've all had the effect of listening to a project, listening to a song on the radio all day, every day, not really being the biggest fan of the song. And then when the song grows on you. It's been a couple of records like that for me. But moving along, man, moving along. Mental illness. I want to speak on mental illness for a little bit. The other day I was on um the other day I was on IG. I think I was on the Shade Room, if I'm not mistaken. I was somewhere and I was just looking how people were leaving negative comments on the post. I don't remember the exact post, but I was just kind of just intrigued by how people were leaving negative comments on a post on people's page, on the post, and it was speaking negative on people. And I was just like, yo, like, that's crazy to me that people be really involved and invested in other people's lives. And I was like, yo, is that a sign of like some sort of mental illness? Because I really don't be caring. But just to show, like, for y'all to be, people be having real like dialogue on other people's lives. And I just be like, yo, is that kind of like a sign of mental illness? Are people just bored? Like, what's going on? Because I don't take the time out. I'm the type of person, if I don't have nothing positive to say, I'm not going to say nothing at all. Like, I might see something on the gram and I'll be like, oh, okay. Like, I'm just not going to comment on it publicly. I might say something to myself, but, I'm not going to go on there and be like, oh, why he dressed like that? Like, I was having this discussion with my cousin Jasmine last night. She was even saying this. She was like, y'all really be investing in people's lives, going back and forth on Instagram, commenting. And I was just like, yo, I just said that. So is that like a form of mental illness, especially when it's negative? When it's like a negative comment you leave on somebody's page, and then when you start going back and forth with somebody else, it's like, why? Is it an attention thing? Like, what is it? Especially when people be invested in celebrities' lives, like leaving comments. Like, I just find that a little weird. I just find it slightly weird. I think it's a little weird. That's it. Nothing too crazy. I could be wrong. I just think it's a little weird, like, to leave comments on people's page that you don't know nothing about. You're going off what these media outlets post about them. Half of the time, do that shit even be true? Now they eating Meek Mill up for the not right now they're eating Meek up for the allegations of him being gay, which I never believed in the first place. He kind of defended it, but that's his name. Like, he defended his name, but people are in the comments on him about that, like, oh, you're Puff's sex worker, this, that. And I'm just like, yo, like, I know sometimes people just be joking, but it's like, yo, come on, really? Like, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of like weird when people do that. When people when people post pictures, when a celebrity posts a picture or someone posts a picture, it could be anybody, and people like and comment on, and I know it is social media. It is social media, hence the word social. So we're supposed to be social on there. But I mean, come on, at a certain point, it's just like, yo, what are we like? Really? Like, that's how you feel? This is what you gonna say? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm bugged out. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all hop in the comments. Y'all let me know, am I tripping? If I'm not tripping, I just, I was real curious about that. And I just wanted to know what y'all thought, or what you guys' take is on it. And if you guys think that's a sign of mental illness. Like, do you leave negative comments on celebrity pages? And if somebody goes back and says something about the comment you left, are you going back and forth with them? Or are you just ignoring? I just ignore them. Like, I don't even leave negative comments. Like I said, if I ain't got nothing positive to say, I ain't saying it at all. That's just me. But shout out to me, though. Did you guys hear about the Dallas preacher's son kills the youth minister at his church because the youth. So I have the article right here. There was a killing the other day from the pastor's son. Hold on one second. So pastor's son kills youth minister after affair with victim's wife. Easter Sunday took a deadly turn near Dallas Church as a heated love triangle descended into chaos when the pastor's son gunned down the youth minister. 31-year-old Denzel Branch was shot and killed by 30-year-old Joshua Andrews. Branch was a youth minister at New Generation Church, and Andrew is the son of Pastor Eric J. Andrews. Branch was a youth minister. The shooting occurred after Branch. The shooting occurred after Branch. The shooting occurred after Branch punched Andrews through an open car door window. The altercation then escalated when Andrews went to his car. Andrew Branch. I'm just reading it. I'm reading it. I'm rereading it because the altercation then escalated when Andrews went to his car and grabbed a 9mm handgun and proceeded to shoot at Branch multiple times. Wow. Wow. Handgun and proceeded to shoot at Branch multiple. Branch attempted to flee, but according to police, Andrews admitted to pursuing the youth minister and continued to fire shots. Andrews stopped his attack only upon noticing Branch lying in the middle of the road. Branch was later succumbed to his gunshot wounds at the hospital. According to the arrest affidavit, Andrews stated he has been involved with an intimate relationship since May 2023 with Branch's ex-wife, who divorced Branch around November 2023. Andrew fled the scene of the crime, but later turned himself in into admitting to the shooting. Branch's mother, Shayla Wilcox, stated, "Even though Andrews killed her son, I know justice going to be served, and I won't stand in the way, but I will be there to support and love his family, church, family, and those that are around." Andrew is being charged with murder and is in custody in the Dallas County Jail with a $500,000 bond. So here we are, have it again, man. So the pastor's son kills youth minister because youth minister was sleeping with the victim's ex-wife. Emotions. Number one killer amongst human beings. I'm going to say amongst men, especially men, a big thing is emotion. Being emotional. We have to be emotionally intelligent. So he gunned him down, and because he was sleeping with his ex-wife, keyword ex-wife, and you allowed your emotions to get the best of you. She's your ex-wife for a reason. I can understand you might still have feelings for her, so it's no telling how long that relationship has been going on, but you threw your life away, champ. You shouldn't. You crashed out. You crashed out. Just imagine how many men crash out behind a woman. How many men I wonder how many men in the history of the US in the history of the US are sitting in prison. How many men are sitting in prison right now doing life or doing time behind crashing out behind a woman? Killing a man because a woman he was involved with at some point or still involved with decided to go sleep with somebody else and he killed her. Like he went up he was wrong because that's why you never sleep with a man's wife. I don't mess with wives. I don't mess with if I approach a young lady and she tell me she got a dude, I am not I'm not I learned that. It's so many times we hear stories of men killing women and the man because that woman decided to go sleep with somebody else. Look at Trouble, the Atlanta rapper, laid up in the woman's house, and then the ex-boyfriend or whatever, jumped in and broke in, and killed him. We hear so many stories of that. And I pose this question for a situation like that. Well, you can't really control that. You can't. She can't control how a man is going to respond. But it's almost to the almost like should that woman in the trouble situation be held accountable for that murder? Because maybe she was still involved with this man. Like, what was your involvement with this guy still? Were you still involved with him? Was he supposed to be there? And I believe he had a key. I think he had a key. Because how did he let himself in? But we got to be just, man, we got to be cautious. I'm just speaking to men in general because this happens. Just a few years ago, there was a firefighter out here in Santa Clarita. In Santa Clarita, he was sleeping with one of the firefighters, one of his partner's co-workers. One firefighter was sleeping with another firefighter's wife. I think he killed him. I think he killed the woman, the wife, and then went into his house and either killed himself or burnt himself down, burnt himself up in the house. I think so, man. I hear so many stories about that, man. Hold on, I'm gonna Google that. Have y'all heard of that? Firefighter accused of killing deputy wife and taking his own life. That was in 2015. I don't feel like damn. That was in 2015, 16, 17, 18. Damn. Damn, that was in 2015. Detectives believe a firefighter shot his wife in an off-duty sheriff's department dead at their La Cananda Flintridge home and later took his own life. Deputies were sent around 10 p.m. on Sunday to a home located in the 5,000 block of Crown Avenue after passerby told police they heard a woman screaming and sobbing. Authorities walked into the home and discovered a 32-year-old woman dead from a gunshot wound. I remember this story. I didn't know this was in 2015, though. I thought this was like, wow, this was in 2015? Time be flying. I thought that was like a few years ago. But that's an example, man. We hear so many stories about men. Men be emotional. Men be attached to their wives. Men really don't file for divorce. If a man files for divorce, it's something really going on in that relationship or with that woman. 9 times out of 10, it's a woman that's leaving. Men really don't leave their wives once they're married. So for a man to file for divorce, it's like is big. But men be so in love with the woman. They made you their wife for a reason. They be in love, so it'd be hard to let go. So you hear situations like this where the woman has moved on and the husband don't want to move on, or it's like the woman moves on and she jumps into this new relationship so quick. So now the man begins to think like, was this relationship going on this whole time while we were together? So it's just a sad situation, man. Just going back to speak on, the police, the Dallas, the preacher's son out in Dallas, man. When you go as far as killing, never. Ain't no pussy that good for me. There's no amount of pussy that in the world that's that good for me to go crash out and go sit in prison for. I could never wrap my mind around that. So many beautiful women in the world. But love, man, love. When feelings is involved and people are involved, people's feelings is involved, and ain't no telling how a person might feel about somebody else. I wouldn't recommend it, y'all. I wouldn't recommend. Listen, I wouldn't recommend it, y'all. I don't mess with people's wives. If a girl tells you she got a boyfriend, just respect it because ain't no telling how that man might feel about that woman. I've heard so many stories, I'm pretty sure you guys have, about a man crashing out behind a girl. And ain't nobody going to be with her now. The young minister ain't, and the ex-husband, going to spend the rest of his life in jail, and she going to go move on about her life and meet her somebody else. This is how the game go. So we gotta be careful. Let's talk. Let's talk hip hop. Since everybody else talking hip hop, I really don't like to talk hip hop that much because it's really like, everybody be having their opinions on stuff. Um, but I would say this. Cole, Cole, J. Cole just recently apologized to Kendrick. He said that it didn't sit right with his spirit. Um, I really didn't listen to the whole apology. I'm a Cole fan. I respect Cole as a rapper. He's not my type of rapper, but Cole can rap. I can say that Cole can rap. And I know y'all probably like he's not your type of rapper. He's not. I like guys like Pusha. I like Pusha T. I like who else I like? I like Pusha T. I like Ross. I like Meek. I listen to a lot of R&B, but when I do listen to rap, I listen to guys like I like Nas. I'm gonna listen to rappers that I know they gonna rap about a lifestyle I never lived. So I like Gotti, Yo Gotti. So I want to listen to those gentlemen. But Cole, I respect Cole. I feel like Cole is one of them ones. I like Benny the Butcher too, but I feel like Cole is one of those ones. But I mean, he went with his spirit. I agree with it. I respect it. Um, but you know, it's his decision. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm the best rapper alive. It's like you can't throw your rocks and hide your hand. And I got a theory on Cole too. This is my theory. Yeah, let me know if I'm wrong. I just want to hear y'all opinion. I mean, I just want you. I would like to hear you guys' opinion on the whole situation, but I also want you guys to listen to me and tell me what you guys think. Am I onto something? Am I not onto something? So, um, I feel like Cole be throwing little shots here. I felt like he threw some shots at Benny the Butcher on Uncle P's Caddy's record, but that could be just me. But whatever the case may be, that's what it is. So this is my theory on J. Cole. I feel like J. Cole wants to be liked and loved. Like even when I heard Kendrick first diss Cole and Drake, I knew J. Cole wasn't going to respond. I didn't think J. Cole was going to respond. I'm going to be honest. I really didn't think he was going to respond. Why? Is because I feel like J. Cole wants to be loved and accepted by his rap peers. Like I feel like Cole likes to compete and loves to rap, but I feel like Cole wants to be loved and accepted by his peers. And this is why I think that. Cole is from Fayetteville, North Carolina. We all know Fayetteville is a very, one of them places that can be, a tough place, rough place. J. Cole grew up with a white mother. I believe his father is black, but I don't think he knows his father. I'm not too sure, but I know for sure he grew up with a white mother. So just imagine you growing up with a white mother and you're growing up in a predominantly black neighborhood, like middle class. I think he grew up in like a middle class home neighborhood. But you grew up and you got friends from the hood. You got these guys and you want to be accepted by these guys. So you're not going to do anything to rub them the wrong way. You're not going to do anything or say anything to make them, you want to feel accepted. So you're not going to do nothing to push their buttons. You're not going to do nothing to, you want to be loved. You want to be accepted by these guys. They probably looking at you like you're different because here he is. They have black moms, black fathers, probably typical inner city story. Young mother, divorced, baby mom, the dad not there, he might be incarcerated, whatever the case may be, whatever, boom. But I say all that to say, I feel like he has this, I don't want to say wanting to be accepted, but kind of like want to be accepted by his peers. And he's carried that with him. And I feel like he wants to be accepted by the Coles, by the Kendrick. I'm not going to say so much Drake, but just people in his peers. I'm just say his peers. And I feel like when Kendrick went hard at him, that probably put him in an uncomfortable position, like an I want to say like an insecurity almost, but almost like an insecurity. Because just imagine being in high school, you the dude that want to be cool and want to be down, and a nigga from that crew that you thinking is fucking with you kind of come at you sideways. And now you kind of like, well, shit, like, damn, like, am I supposed, like, I gotta respond. And then you respond, like, you go back at him, but in your heart, that really ain't what it is. You get what I'm saying? Now it's going to result to violence. And we know Cole probably is not the most violent guy, which is nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. He's still a man. Don't make him no less of a man. But that's just my theory. Like, I just feel like he want to be accepted. And he is, very much so. He is. People love Cole. I love J. Cole. I respect him. Great artist. Great human being. And like I said, I respect what he said. And I just read what, the comments of what people were saying. And I think it was like I think I was watching on the wrap up. They just did like a short, kind of like summarize what his apology was, whatever. But y'all let me know, am I wrong if I'm tripping? I feel like I knew he wasn't going to come at Kendrick. I knew he wasn't. I knew it, and I should have said it, but I never spoke. And I didn't say nothing about it on the podcast because I just was like, it ain't even worth me. I really don't get into like the rap shit beef because I really don't listen to rap that much. I listen to a lot of R&B and Afro beats. But I knew he wasn't going to respond. I was like, this nigga ain't going to respond. And if he does respond, the response was going to be trash. Because it's like, here it is, somebody you really genuinely fuck with. And knowing this nigga now, not saying Kendrick probably don't fuck with him. I don't know. But Kendrick probably don't fuck with them niggas. Kendrick probably don't fuck with them niggas really. Like, let's not forget, Kendrick really is a real Compton nigga. So, like, let's not forget the nigga really one of them ones out the city. So, Kendrick probably like, nigga, I don't fuck with you niggas. Like, we rap, but yeah, whatever. That's it. That's all. But, I mean, So, imagine now this nigga done went at Cole. Cole like, damn, like, I gotta respond. But deep down, the nigga really don't want to respond. But the peer pressures of the hip hop community and his fans, y'all put a lot of pressure on that nigga to respond. I want to interview a Cole fan right now. How y'all feeling right now? How are you feeling about all of this? How are you feeling about J. Cole's response? We in the streets with it. How are you guys feeling about his response and his apology? Is it warranted? Do y'all respect it? Do y'all not? Y'all hop in the comments and let me know. I respect it. I knew he wasn't going to respond. And if he did, I knew the shit was going to be trash. Now we're waiting to see what Drake has to say. I think Drake going to be petty. But I thought about this today. Like, can Drake be petty with Kendrick? Because it ain't no known women that Kendrick... Like, Drake is normally the type of nigga to try to get back at you through a woman that you dealt with. What I was just speaking about, you never know how a man feel about a woman. So y'all play them games, some petty games you want to. I'm not just, I wouldn't do it, but whatever, to each his own. But I feel like Drake is one of them type of niggas that try to be like that. Like, do some petty shit. Try to go fuck with a girl that Kendrick used to fuck with or cared about. But Kendrick, Kendrick is such a private person, you will never know. So now, Drake, you going to have to rap. He's put you, and that's the advantage Kendrick has over a lot of these guys, because he's such a private person. He's not social media and all that, to where you don't know who he's dealing with. You don't know. He not outside with I think his wife. I think that's his wife. I'm not for sure, but that's the advantage he has. He's not publicly displaying love in the PDA with a woman. Because now Drake is the type of nigga that try to slide in her DMs and do some of that. But now you can't. So now you forced to rap. You forced to rap. And I don't think none of them niggas can fuck with Kendrick. That's just my personal opinion. I don't feel like a lot of niggas can fuck with Kendrick. I'm going to be honest, I know for sure Drake couldn't. I thought Cole, even though I'm saying I thought Cole response was going to be trash, I really did. I thought it was going to be better than what it was. I'm going to be honest. I really thought. I thought so. But Joe Budden told y'all that the nigga's going to come soft because that's his character. I just feel like he want to be accepted and loved by everybody. He want to be like part of the cool crew. So, but one thing you can't say about that nigga can't rap. Cole can't rap. That's one thing. He's very talented, and I know he a good dude and he's a smart dude. So I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm not. But I'm just shocked. I'm shocked by that. I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. I'm just like, why? Whatever. But y'all hop in the comments. Y'all let me know, man. What's y'all thoughts and how y'all feel and what y'all got going on with it and what's y'all response to it all, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, man. Hop into the next topic. So we're going to get into Vibe of the Week. Vibe of the Week. Bryson Tiller, Calypso. Yo. All right. I'm gonna make a bold statement right now. A real bold and broad statement. If it's not whatever she want for a song of the summer, Calypso gonna be that. Calypso is a vibe, dog. Like I'm telling you, it's just one of them records. It's a feel good record. A little shorty. It might be a little shorty that you done met that remind you, a little vibe that you done met that will remind you listen to it. But shout out to Bryson Tiller, man. That record is a dope record, man. Calypso is this week Vibe of the Week. That's my Vibe of the Week, man. That's the record I've been listening to all week. I wake up, it's in my head. I'm at the gym. I'm on the Stairmaster, man. I'm on there. I'm vibing out to it. I'm listening to it. Calypso, man. If whatever she want is not Vibe of the Week, it's not a summer anthem, Calypso is. But yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and head out of here. My camera is dying. I don't know how and why. Oh, I had it running while I was on fucking hold with the fucking people. All right, man, we're going to go ahead and head up out of here. Episode 33, man. Shout out to everybody. I love y'all. If you guys have not, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go to It's Not That Serious, the podcast. And catch us on Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, all your streaming services every Monday, 8 a.m. Episode 33, It's Not That Serious, the podcast. And congratulations to myself.